Hey guys, welcome back to Economics and Comics. So this is another pressing video. This one's going to be really detailed. I've been asked to show every single step, temperatures, what I do, everything. Absolutely everything. So I'm going to do it for you this time. Now, keep in mind I'm not a professional and maybe don't do this. I don't know, but I'm going to show you everything I do, and we're going to do it on a really special comic that has a lot of problems. I won't be able to turn this thing into a magical, perfect 9.6 or 9.8, but we are going to make improvements. It's a rare comic, so let's get started from start to finish. Everything. That way, hopefully, no one has any more questions, and they can start trying themselves, okay? Here we go. Okay, guys, this is a super, super rare comic I found. I was finding DCU variants. I was looking around for them, and I found a super rare one. What's rare about it is Superman number 777, third printing. 1, 2, 3. DC Universe logo variant. Now, it's super rare. That's all I'm going to say about that, okay? So let's zoom in. It's worth a lot of money. Right there. I'm going to try to do this quickly. There's a ding. 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 It's got problems, guys. You see it. I'm just going to point. Look at that. Damage. That looks like a scratch all the way across the cover. Ding, ding, ding. Look at that. Like someone put pencils in it. If I can get that out, that'd be marvelous. Look at all the spine. I mean, do. Beep. I mean, it has problems. You guys can see it. Now, on the cover, ding. Big double ding. Ding. Ding, ding. Look at that. 1, 2, 3. If I can save that, that would be amazing. I don't think so, but we'll see. I won't put it past me. Okay, let's see this. Just follow the light. Actually, not too bad. Okay, now let's check the back really fast, because if I'm going to do everything, I got to do everything. There. There. Ding. 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 I mean, this is pretty bad, guys. Look at that. Jesus. That's part of the art. But you can see all the dings with the light. Ding. Let's check the book itself. Ding, ding. Man, this one's a big one. This one is a big one, but I want to get this one as best I can because it's super, super rare. Okay? I've shown you all the dings. I'll take pictures, and we'll move on to the next process. Okay, the next step is the humidity chamber. It's basically one of those Tupperware boxes or whatever. Not Tupperware, but I've put this rigged up thing in here. So, and I bought a barbecue like grate. So what I do is I put the grate on top of that thing, so it's got a couple inches clearance. And then what I'm gonna go do is boil some hot water, and I'm gonna put it. A lot of people do it different ways. I'm just gonna put it in the inside, pour it down here, and I'll show you what else I do after that. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try something a little different. I mean, not the setup, but in regard to time. First of all, you put a little towel. Went into the store and bought these clean cloths. Put that there on top of the grate. Then I put a magazine board there. Then I'm going to put the comic right in the middle, okay? And then I'm going to put another board on top of the comic, magazine board. And then I'm going to put another towel on top. Okay, see how I covered it? So towel, board, comic board towel. Now I'm going to get the hot water. I'm going to put it in here on the side. Just pour it in there. And I will, you should probably pour it in first, but I wanted to show you the setup. And then as soon as I pour it in, I'm going to cover it like this, right? And close it up so nothing gets out. And it's going to create a humidity chamber. Real quick, I just put it in there with the boiling water. I mean, it's barely, you can even tell, it's just on the very bottom layer. I did like 1 bottle of water boiled is what I did. Put it on the bottom, then I put the cage in there. But you can see how it's already getting, there's humidity forming already. I guess I'm trying 8 hours. We're going to see what happens. That book had a lot of problems. And this is basically a test. I'm still testing. So far, everything's good. So I'm going to set my timer and pull it out within 8 hours, okay? You know what? While I'm doing that, I'll show you the rest of the process on how I do the layers. I'll use a different comic book, how I do layers, okay? So while I'm waiting to do the press on that, I got 8 hours to wait. I wanted to show you how I stack the book, how I prep the book. Now, I'm going to do this one overnight while I'm waiting. I might as well. This book is really nice. First full appearance of Red She-Hulk, but it's got this spine roll all the way down it. There's a couple dings. So I was just going to give it a quick press for fun and overnight. So I'm going to show you how I stack, how I fill in the books depending on certain things. There's different temperatures I've been using for different things, but I'm going to show you the way I lay out within the comic, okay? So first, on the press, I put 1, sometimes I'll put more. I'll put 1, actually I'm going to put more. I'm going to put 2 magazine boards. Actually, and they're going to be facing down. So that hard scruffy part, I'm going to have facing up. And the soft part facing down. Okay? Then, let me press pause for a second. So everyone does this process differently. I use SRP paper, or what maybe some people call parchment paper. Basically, it's like the stuff you bake cookies on, okay? And not the wax paper, the silicone release paper for like baking cookies and stuff. So I put that down next. Now I'm going to set the comic on top of that. But right now I'm going to show you how I stack within the comic, okay? So here we go. Different ways of stacking and stuff like that. The first thing I do is I get a magazine-sized board. And I find the staples, and I put the magazine board in there where the staples are, but I don't pass the staples. I don't go over the staples. I put the board right up to the staples without touching the staples, okay? And that's to help it so when it's being pressed, this will stop, it'll be in there internally, and it will stop the staples from pressing through the book. So I'm going to go ahead and place that in there because it's kind of hard to do with one hand. So basically, this is where the staples are. This book's a little bit, I'm holding it down. See how I'm not passing the staples? There are some little issues. This book has some issues, I guess. Not too bad, though. So I'm not all the way in. I'm just up to the staples. So I'm going to put it in like that, okay? And then I nicely close the book, okay? So you can see the difference, though. It's not all the way in, but up to the staples. The next step I do is I use a super bright printing paper. There's a certain, I'm going to tell you the certain type I use. Because you want a specific. So a 165 whiteness. This is the type right here. HP bright white inkjet paper. Okay? 165 bright whiteness, whatever. Okay? So, what I'm going to do, and this is what I usually do on my other books. I usually don't do this for all the books, but the other one, I'm going to put 3 of these bright white sheets in the very first page, all the way in, okay? All the way in. So let me show you that. 3 of those on the first page, 3 of those papers, snugly in there, okay? Now what this is going to do is, when it's being pressed, this doesn't have a lot of damage. It's just the spine roll. I really probably shouldn't use them there, but I'm showing you in regard to this other book. All those dings and everything, if you have enough of that paper, it'll help push it out, okay? So you do the front page, and you're going to do the back page too. Let me flip it over. You got to be careful when you're flipping it as well. This is a very back page. Now, this is a newer book. It's a different type of paper. I can't press it as long. I think the things will stick. So, you know, I'm just showing you how to load up the comic to protect it while being pressed. So that was the 3 pages on that. So what you do is you get it all like that. I'm going to do different times on this. I'm not going to show you that, but I'm showing you the prep process again for the other books. So when I'm done humidifying it, I can have it all prepped and then show you putting it into the press, okay? So it's just an instructional on the stack of preparation. 3 on the front and 3 on the back page, and then you have the center. It's actually a magazine size board, okay? Now, the next process is you set the book in downwards, okay, first, with the spine facing towards the press. Finish this. So this is all part of the sandwich process. So I had the parchment, the 2 magazine size boards on the bottom. Then I put the parchment paper. Then I put my comic book pre-made stack, which I just showed you how to do, in there and how to put it. Then I put parchment paper again on top of the book, okay? And then I only put, and this is facing downwards, 1 more silver magazine-sized board on top, okay? Then I get it all ready for press. I heat it up, but that's the stack from top to bottom plus the stack within the comic book. Now, if it's damp like my other one that I'm going to do, what I'll do after my first press of one side is I'll take it out and I'll replace these parchment papers because they're going to be soaking up some of that humidity or water from the initial press. So when that side is done, you carefully remove this stuff. Okay, it'll be a little bit warm. And you carefully pick that up and you flip it. Then you put a top on again. And then you do it all over again. When it's all done, you turn the press off. You unplug the press and you leave it overnight. I'm going to leave this one overnight and just see what happens until the other one's done. But I just wanted to show you the process here. Hey guys, so I slept in, okay? I slept in big time. The thing has been in the humidity chamber for 10 hours and 50 minutes, okay? It's okay, the book's okay, but it's a lot longer than I want it to be. So I've done the stack like I just showed you, and I put it in the press. Quick tip in regard to, well, don't worry about that. I put it in the press. Because I put it in here for longer, and I did my little stack, because I put the book in the humidity chamber for longer, what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to press it as long, but I'm going to press it for a long time, though. So I'm going to do, let's see, what's 50? Usually the 30, so I'm going to do it for about 23 minutes at 170 on the back side, and then I'm going to flip it, and 23 minutes at 170 on the front side, and then I'm going to turn the press off and unplug it, and I'm going to leave it in there for 48 hours. I'm not going to touch the book for 48 hours. Okay? I'll let you know in a couple days. Okay, guys, really excited to show you this results on this. This is amazing. I just wanted to tell you the times I use for this. On the older book, I go longer. On the newer books, don't go as long. But I did, and I'm comfortable with this for this age of a book, 170 degrees for 30 minutes. Okay? And then I flipped it at 170 degrees for 30 minutes. And I accidentally left it in, and then I turned it off, okay, and I unplugged it, and I left it in the press, closed, for a total of 50 hours, 50. I was supposed to do 2 days, but I was a little late. So it was in the cold press for 50 hours. So you know, in the right before this, I showed you how to stack it, putting in the paper and stuff like that. I did the same thing with this book. I was using the old book, the other book as an example. But here's the results. Like, dude, all those little pinned hole dings that were on this book are gone. It's amazing. Now, this was the most difficult part. This book was in pretty bad shape. But, I mean, honestly, this is absolutely amazing. Now, I will give you way better pictures, result pictures. You're going to see, like, stuff like this. But, dude, you will tell the difference because there was a lot of damage. There were so many little issues on this book. It's incredible. I'm so excited because this is an expensive book. All those major problems are gone. I mean, it's unreal. Please, please, please watch the pictures results after this. This is amazing. Absolutely amazing. This is a super rare DC Universe logo variant, UPC logo variant. Third printing. It's like, out of all of them, this is the super rare tier. Just to find this book is incredible. I can't wait to see the results. You guys see the result pictures. Look, all the times and temperatures and things are going to be different for all types of books. I'm showing you what I did on this one, an older book. Please don't try to copy exactly what I did on a newer book or things like that. Mess around with the times. Start off a little bit slower, not as long as the time that I do it for. You know, learn, okay? But you guys asked for this video in full. I'm giving it to you. So now, there you go. I don't know what else I can tell you. I've given you all the secrets I know. I'm still perfecting it, but as you can see, it turned out great. Please check out the pictures, and I'll talk to you guys later. Love you guys. Bye-bye.